The Red Sox, who've been playing much better lately, although they then traded their best hitter to the Giants, would have to kind of fall out of this thing. But you would think Chapman, who's on a 1-year, $10.75 million deal, would absolutely be a reliever available if they fell out of it.
No doubt. And I don't know if they're going to fall out of it. So that's something that we'll obviously revisit here over the next month and see how they play. But it's going to take a good return. History has shown over the last couple of years, high quality rental relievers net big returns. And I can't tell you who specifically that is, but you're not talking about trading, prospect number 23 in the system or prospect number 19. Like you're dipping into the top 10. You're dipping closer to the top 5, maybe even. Like that's the price of trying to, I guess, quote, win a World Series. And for me, that's not what I want to do. And I think for David Stearns, I don't think that's particularly what he wants to do either. So I'd be interested to start really thinking about lefties that could make an impact here that aren't high-end performing rentals that net this big return. Because the reality is, over a 2-month span, 2.5-month span, almost any reliever could perform as good as almost any other reliever. It's just such a small sample size of innings and just trying to figure it out. And yeah, Chapman would be exciting because I think with Brooks Raley coming back, Connor, you and I had this conversation as well, that maybe Brooks Raley comes back and is the Brooks Raley that he was a couple years ago, just a fantastic, reliable setup man. You don't know until he's there, and he's not going to be back probably until after the All-Star break, close to the trade deadline, and you're not going to have enough time to establish that. So for me, I would operate as if Brooks Raley is my second lefty in my pen, and I would be looking to get somebody theoretically better than him. And if Raley pitches like he's capable, all the better.
You know what's funny about the Chapman conversation, Joe? To your point, this only proves your point. Although you could argue it proves both points. Chapman, 2 years ago, as a 35-year-old, was traded at the deadline by the Royals. The Royals did the same thing the Red Sox did. The Royals signed him to a 1-year contract. He appeared in 31 games before traded. He had a 2.45 ERA. The Rangers traded for him. Now, the trade worked because he pitched 6 innings in the postseason, had a sub-3 ERA, and they won a World Series. The problem is the Rangers gave up Cole Reagans to get him, who immediately went on to be the best young pitcher for the Royals. Now, Reagans is having a kind of a tumultuous, odd down year. He has a 5.18 ERA in 10 starts this year. Now, before
a couple stints on the IL too. Yeah,
been banged up, has struggled, but the reality is, from 2023, after they got him, in 2024, he started 44 games for the Royals and was one of the better pitchers across the entire sport. And they also got Ronnie Cabrera, another prospect in that deal. But the Rangers gave up a former first-round pick that was a pitching prospect and had already pitched a little for them in the majors to get a reliever. And that pitching prospect, with his pedigree, has gone on to be a frontman for the Royals rotation under team control for a long time. The Rangers won a World Series. So, yeah, I'm sitting here as a Mets fan going, can you guarantee me the World Series? Then I'll trade Brandon Sproat.
Sure. But, if you promise,
yes.
But you better not.
Guess what?
There's no take backsies.
Most don't win the World Series. The Phillies have done this for the last couple years. The
Padres went all in.
The Padres and the Phillies have traded big time pieces for relief help the last couple years, and they haven't gotten the World Series. They've been really good, but I always say this on the podcast. For as great as Carlos Estevez was last year, Francisco Lindor smashes a grand slam off of him, the big deadline piece for the Phillies bullpen, and he's watching a ball go 800 miles out of Citi Field as the Mets win in an upset fashion in that series. So you can't guarantee it. So it's expensive. It'll be expensive. Chapman is honestly one of the best investments in the sport for teams that you're either going to get a really good reliever and then you could trade him for a massive prospect, or it costs you no money beyond 1 year. So shout out to the Royals and the Red Sox, who have kind of figured this thing out with Aroldis Chapman.